It's a DMV. It's Big Niche. Speaking to you live and direct. We on OD, EN, TV with fucking trying cousin. I love that. If any one of you niggas play with that nigga, fuck.
Without trying game.
Yes.
Yeah. So who you think got the best podcast out nowadays? It's a lot of podcasts popping up. You got Say Cheese, you got Academics, you got Black Horse Vlad. You know what I'm saying? He always been on this game. Like you can't even say nothing about Vlad. Like that's like he might not even be in the competition. Like you might not even add him. He a cheat code.
Nah, he ain't no cheat code, nigga.
I mean, like the rate he pumps videos out.
I don't think me including Vlad. I don't think no better podcast when you talk about personalities, not adding people in.
Well, I say that because Vlad is more like interview style.
Yeah.
It ain't a podcast.
Put that nigga in the competition of 2020 out this motherfucker. He won't win that. He won't win that. When you talk about podcasts, we gotta go with the Pod 5.
Yeah, that's why I said, like...
The Pod 5 of Joe Budden, yeah? Joe Budden is the best podder out here, period. Ain't nobody better than that nigga. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't dick eating that nigga, but I'm just saying, like, when it come to content creating... Yeah, I'm just keeping it funky. When it come to, like, creating content, when it comes to holding your peers accountable for what they say and all that shit, you gotta, and them holding you accountable too. Joe Budden podcast, you can't beat that. When it comes to like funny banter amongst each other and then like coming up with topics off that, they start out with a whole whiteboard. Sometimes they don't even get to the whiteboard. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because it be so much good banter and so much good dialogue going on. Like you can't beat that. You can't. I ain't gonna say you can't pay for that because he's paying for it. But at the same time, like, if I had a podcast, I would want to have a podcast with my friends or peers like that to where we can have those type of conversations. Because I don't think it's hard. I think the hardest part is finding people that can have that type of energy to be able to have that dialogue with you. You know what I'm saying? Because you can see them coming in on certain days where they don't really feel the best. You can see that shit. You can see when each one of them niggas don't feel the best about themselves when they come in there that day. They might have a bad day.
Right.
And them niggas don't let up on them niggas. Hey, you feeling like that today? Oh, okay. Right. And they keep it going on that nigga. Yeah. You gotta keep that shit up, nigga. Like you mad? Alright, you mad? Alright, okay, cool. They keep that shit. I fuck with that. Right. Because to me, that's the realest shit you gonna get on camera. So to me, if I was thinking about a podcast, I don't think no podcast is better than Joe Budden podcast. And if I was to be a podcaster, I would aim to be like a Joe Budden podcast. That's period.
Interesting.
You know what I'm saying? And they don't really got no... They talk about the same shit we talking about right now.
Yeah.
They hear shit.
Yeah,
and they choose to talk about it.
Yeah, you gotta listen, choose it.
Facts.
But because they're celebrities, they got a little extra niche to get to the information before everybody else.
Yeah, but I would say you got Joe Budden and Mel Ford. That's it. And Mel Ford probably not the most liked person out here. Video vixen. I would say it's Joe Budden. He not the most liked out here. Over opinionated. So people go to them because you don't really have a choice.
Do Queen's Flip still be going up there?
Yeah, but Queen's Flip, me personally, and I ain't on no hate train for that nigga, but Queen's Flip. Alright, this is what I'm gonna say about this, right? My take on Queen's Flip is like, he came to the Joe Budden podcast in order for him to perfect his craft. Right?
Okay.
That's his whole thing. He said that shit multiple times over.
Comedian?
Yeah, but he had his own platform.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right? I'm not sure if it's in his contract to not create content while he's on the Joe Budden platform. But to me, he's not seizing the moment for him. You're on the #1 podcast. The #1 podcast in this space, in the hip hop space, right? You're not seizing the whole, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Everything, bro. You're not grabbing a hold of anything. You know what I'm saying? And if you do, it's still old flip content. But, and then you're not learning while you're on there. They still be having dialogue about certain shit. He be out of the fucking world with it. Like, how you didn't listen to Future shit, or did listen to it, but you got minimal things to talk about with it. You know it's a hip-hop podcast. They're going to talk about new music that dropped. Why you not taking it upon yourself to listen to new music that dropped? Right. If you're trying to perfect your craft. You get what I'm saying? If you're on a platform that's hip-hop based,
you know they're going to talk about it.
Yeah, right. You know they're going to talk about it. Why you always not saying shit? You're not saying shit because you don't have... You don't have the mental space to grasp what they're talking about and to have an intellectual conversation with them about it. This nigga Ish, who I fuck with, because I can tell Ish don't give a fuck about none of this shit they be talking about. But he takes his time to learn about that shit because he don't want to be the dumb nigga on the couch. Mm-hmm. You the fucking nigga who's been doing this shit, and you the dumb nigga in a standing chair. A standalone chair. In the middle of the goddamn, you don't get no screen time, bro. You in the middle of the fucking couches, and you don't get screen time, or they catch you on your phone. Man, that nigga, to me, I don't know. And I ain't trying to shit talk the nigga, or nothing like that. I ain't trying to kick him in his back. I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I just don't think it was a good use of opportunity. I feel like he don't get it. He not learning nothing from it. Right. If that was me, it's only so many times I'm be embarrassed about you knowing more information than me. Mm-hmm. Yeah. As a man, how would you feel if you walked up to a platform that you're doing a job at, especially something in the space to where you want to get money from?
Professional.
Yeah. And it's something that you're interested in.
Right.
Wow. You know what I'm saying? You used to talking shit about people and knowing this and knowing that, blah, blah. And every time you go to work, all your counterparts know more about every single thing than you.
You're not in the loop.
Who the fuck does that? I couldn't be that dumb nigga every day. It's like 1-2 times before I'm like, dog, I ain't gonna be embarrassed like that. That nigga get embarrassed every day when I watch that shit. I couldn't be that nigga. So, for me to say, Joe Budden, I would say Joe Budden. I think that Flip should get the fuck out of here. They should put Imani in that seat. You know what I'm saying? Imani is a nigga who's always on Patreon. You probably don't even see that nigga because he's not on really no episodes that drop on YouTube. Right. He only on the Patreon because I think that's what Joe Budden paid that nigga for. That nigga way better than Flip. He a soft nigga, and I think he be content over everything. He COE. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But at the same time, the nigga is a smart ass nigga.
Okay, yeah.
And I fuck with him.
Right.
I think they should place Flip with Imani and shit. Get Flip the fuck up out of there and let Flip go ahead and wrestle and slam niggas on tables like he want to do. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So, I know you behind the camera, but what's your favorite podcast?
I mean, I really don't have one right now, but it was Drink Champs.
I fuck with that drink too. Nori was too ignorant though for me.
Yeah, like I fell off watch. I don't even know if we still. And I did, you know what I mean? I kind of fuck with that hot boxing joint a little bit.
That joint was like that. I fuck
like
with that.
Chill shit, like, you know what I mean? Like some laid back type, you know what I mean?
Drink Champs.
Mike stopped that though.
3 careers.
He ended that, didn't he?
No, because he about to fight.
Yeah,
but I think that's the only reason why.
Oh, okay. So they're gonna bring it back, probably.
Mike has had 3 careers. Like he's reinvented himself 3, 4, 5 different times.
That's how you know he ain't as dumb as everybody trying to make it seem like he is. How the fuck can you be dumb and just a fighter and you keep reinventing yourself?
You go to prison for 4 years. Yeah.
That shit, he didn't reinvent himself right after prison. He went back and boxed and fucked up and still did drugs and shit like that. He reinvented himself because he reinvented himself. You know what I'm saying? Yes. That nigga, because he just is that nigga. You know what I'm saying? He just got a mind that's just different. Right. You know what I'm saying? But nigga Nori, I feel the same way about him with Queen's Flip. I think Drink Champs would be way bigger than what the fuck it is. I think they letting $1 million worth of game and shit outpace him.
Right. Because
that nigga Nori don't do a due diligence. He look at the shit. He be like, oh yeah, we listen to your music all day. What's up with this? He talk about the same shit that we already know. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Gospel shit. He might give you a jewel for he heard from somebody manager some shit like that, but he be getting too drunk.
It'd be more or less.
Yeah, he could have had way more. Yeah, that shit should have been way bigger.
But look how many people they got to come on there and spill their guts because they lit.
But now that shit not cool no more. Now Nori has been put in the spotlight for a lot of shit.
His show is woke now?
No, it don't gotta be woke.
Oh.
It don't have to be woke. You can still drink and do your other shit. But why are you getting drunker than the niggas that's there?
You saying don't over obsess. But that was the point of the show, for them to get celebrities to come
It's optics. Everybody show that you're drinking. That don't mean you get fucked up on the show.
Did you see when Shaq came on there?
Filming?
Did you see when
Shaq?
Yeah,
they just did a drink.
Did you see when Shaq came on there?
I forgot who was on there. Luke or somebody.
Shaq had his cup. Shaq was like, I got too many businesses. I can't be drinking on TV. I'm good, pretty much. That's what Shaq said.
Right.
Pretty much. But he was acting, every time they was doing shots and stuff, he was acting like he was drinking with them, but he wasn't. And Shaq he can't go in there and get drunk and start talking crazy, and with all these businesses out there, they know that. But I think the show in the beginning, but everything has an expiration.
I think that everything has an evolution.
Okay.
I think that everything evolves. I think that Drink Champs should have evolved, just like $1 million worth of game evolved. You know what I'm saying? Joe Budden evolved. Breakfast Club evolved. Yeah. Not in the best way. Yeah. Right? But at the same time, Drink Champs could have been Drink Champs. You can still drink on there, but why everybody gotta get fucked up now?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Right. That should be a moment. Most of these celebrities
getting lit too.
No, most of these celebrities got alcohol brands or people that they fuck with that sponsor anyway. So use that as a stepping stool to sponsor your brand. Why now can we be the place where people come drink and share their brand? So anybody that want to be on some new wine or new tequila or new vodka, they know that they know this podcast.
You saying let me go on my page?
You know what I'm saying? Why can't you? Exactly.
It's supposed to work.
Yeah.
Right after that Cat Williams.
Let me go on my page. Yeah. Let me go on my page.
Promoting his drink.
Exactly.
That type of, that's what you
use that angle for that. You still in the same mode. It's like no evolution. It's like stuck in that same space. That's why I said that's the reason why I gave the applause to Joe Budden. Because you seen the groundwork. You seen him skinny jaw smoking cigarettes, oversized fitted in a basement, camera lighting fucked up. And then you seen camera lighting get better. You seen him start wearing hats that look a little bit better. Amiri hats, Louis Vuitton hats. You know what I'm saying? You seen the step up. Then now you see him on a penthouse, big ass fucking white leather seats hugging your body. You know what I'm saying? Sitting in the brand new shoes, whatever the fuck they is, talking to some intellectual people like Lamont, like Mark Lamont. Lamont Anthony Hill or Candace Owen, or you see the evolution. I don't see no evolution with Drink Champs. I just see him having more niggas there that get drunk. You know what I'm saying? They get drunker and spill some stories that they shouldn't have spilled, and now people mad at them about that shit. You know what I'm saying? You just see, I don't know. Yeah. I just wouldn't fumble. I wouldn't fumble my spot.
Some things have an expiration date, and I think because of everything that's going on throughout the culture, that type of show is expiration date. That's how I feel. Yep.
I think anything any show can have an expiration date.
Yeah.
It just all depends on like you said, if you growing or not, because you can get better and better, or you can be at the top and then decline very fast.
Well, stay there. And focus on yourself and take it. That's what Drake just said in that beef. On that drink that we don't know if it's AI or not. He said some niggas get at the top and then they get scared or some shit like that, or they fumble or some shit. You heard that shit?
Yeah.
He says niggas get at the top and see the spotlight and they see all this shit and now they want to go and be outside of the spotlight. They don't know how to take it. You know what I'm saying? And I can get it. Maybe I wouldn't know how to take it if I got into that spotlight. I know I for sure would be fucking off on every single bad bitch that I dreamed of. Right? I would want to be in a bed of fucking Halle Berry. I don't give a fuck how old she is. Gabrielle Union, I don't give a fuck how old she is. Regina Hall, I don't give a fuck how old she is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I would want to be in those beds. For sure. I would. I don't know how I might fuck over a bag. But I know I got discipline. So I doubt that shit. I doubt I would do it like that. You know what I'm saying? So, that's my whole point of it. Like, I want to wrap it up. That's my whole point. Don't fumble your bag. These niggas do it a lot. You know what I'm saying? Stay on your money. It's a DMV. It's big niche. Speaking to you live and direct. We on OD, EN, TV, without fucking trying. It's my fucking cousin. I love that nigga. If any one of you niggas play with that nigga,